In this video, I'm going to teach you how to unlock your creative potential on YouTube. Yes, you have creative potential just like I do, just like everybody does. We all have our own creative potential. Now you got to unlock it and use these steps. I'm going to put it in the video. Use these steps and you can unlock your creative potential that I know you have, that everybody knows you have. Let's watch the video. Let's go. Hello, YouTubers. How are you doing today? I'm driving. I'm not driving. You're doing a very good job driving me. I just have this extra steering wheel, and it's really cool. Thank you. Anyway. All right, in this video, I want to show you how you can unlock your creative potential, because we all have the potential to be creative, right? We all have that inside of us, whether we know it or not know it, whether we feel like we do or we don't. We all have creative potential. There is something that you have created or you create all the time. You don't even realize it sometimes. But we all have that creative potential, right? And now you got to unlock it. I'm going to get you a key one day and give it to you, and you could just unlock it yourself, or I could just explain it in this video. We'll figure out which one is better or easier. But no, seriously, we all do have creative potential. If you think about things that you do, whether you like cooking or you like sports or you like playing games or whatever it is that you like to do in life, right? You have creative potential. You've created things out of nowhere that you didn't even realize that you did it, right? You've done something that was different than most other people, right? Maybe let's say you're cooking something. You cooked something and all of a sudden you just changed a little bit of the recipe. You added something a little different. Well, that was creative, right? You changed it up. You created it yourself. So you have that creative potential. If you're playing a video game, you're doing something different in the video game, you found a glitch or you did something totally different, you created something different, right? We all have that inside of us. And sometimes we don't realize we have that inside of us. We're too busy. Oh, I don't have this. We're always all negative about ourselves. It's one thing that we're really good at sometimes in life is being negative about our own self. Like we're the worst people about ourselves because we're always negative. We need to change that, especially if you're like that. Please change that. Don't be negative about yourself because there's nothing to be negative about. All right. So now unlock your creative potential. I'm going to give you my backstory when I started this YouTube channel, right? This YouTube journey. So in the beginning, I was just going to put out a video once in a while, maybe once every 3 or 4 days. I'll put out a video and then see how it goes, right? And then I started watching, and then all of a sudden, that's when the DoDash craze happened. I think she went from like 1,000 or something subscribers to 30,000. I remember that. She went flying up out of nowhere, right? And what she kept saying was, you got to post every day on YouTube. Every single day, post. That's what happened to her. It worked out, and she posted every single day. And all of a sudden, one of her videos, I think it was something about 9 to 5. I'm not going to leave my 9 to 5 or something like that. And her channel just blew up and took off from there. And it just went, right? So, well, what do we do as YouTubers who are just taking in a lot of content, right? We're doing the same thing. We're saying, well, if it worked for her, why can't it work for me, right? So we all did the same thing. So October 13th, I started posting every single day, right? And I missed a Saturday or Sunday here and there because I was with my kids and my wife. And, we have our family time. So I might have skipped a Saturday or a Sunday here. But mostly it was every single day. And sometimes I was doing 2 or 3 videos a day, right? Which I want to get back into a little bit more. Because I think posting 2 or 3 videos, if you want to get up there and be consistent, even better, is to post as many videos as you possibly can. Not saying you got every hour post a video. Every hour post a video. No. I'm not saying that. But I think if you could do 3 videos a day, like one morning, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not overwhelming to the audience. It's not too much, right? But even 2 videos a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, that's good too. But I want to try to get back into at least 2 videos a day. I'm hoping maybe 3 videos a day. We'll see. It's hard when you're working. You're juggling work and creating videos on a daily basis is not easy, right? It's a lot of work if you want to do that. But I want to be consistent. I want to make it here. And that's what I got to do. But to unlock your creativity. So, yeah, so with me, my creativity was I wanted to be me. I'm going to be real creative on YouTube. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be myself. Yeah, you just be yourself and just talk and have fun, right? And you got to create that for yourself too as well. Is just find something inside of you that you maybe never even thought was possible, and just bring that thing out and show it to everybody. Show who you really are. So your creative potential is probably inside of you and you don't even realize it. And you won't even know it until you actually start doing it. Because we all have like this thing inside of us that sometimes it's just sitting there and it's waiting. It's like dormant. It's almost like a bear that's hibernating, but it's been hibernating for years, right? It's just sitting there waiting to be unlocked, waiting to be taken out of there, waiting to be free. And that's another good thing about YouTube is you're actually freeing that bear. You're freeing that bear that's inside of you that's been hibernating for a long time. And the more you talk, the more you put that out there, the more content you do, the more you actually, well, the sun is in my eyes. Let me put this down. The more you do that, the more you realize that you have something else inside of you you didn't even know existed, but it's there. And it's really beautiful. So unlock that creative part of you, unlock the creative potential inside of you. You got to first unlock yourself. You got to first dig deep inside of yourself and pull out whatever's inside of you and release that personality to everybody that's out there that wants to watch you, that wants to get to know you, that wants to feel what you're feeling, to go through your daily grind. And now I want to go to the next stage. The next one, after you unlock your creative potential part, right? Which is yourself, right? The next part I want to get into is this. The first thing, besides that creative part, right? The first thing you want to do is start with motivation. Motivation, okay? Now you have to motivate not only other people, you have to motivate yourself. And before you can motivate anybody else out there that's watching your videos and thinking about clicking on your video and wants to be a part of whatever you have to say, is you have to motivate yourself. You have to, I don't care if you dump a glass of cold water on your head. Whatever you gotta jump around and do jumping jacks. Whatever you gotta do to motivate yourself. You know Tony Robbins? I know not a lot of you know Tony Robbins, right? Tony Robbins, every morning, what does he do? He gets into an ice bath, right? And every time before he goes on stage to talk to the crowd, what does he do? He's like running around and doing jumping jacks. I forgot what he's doing, but he's doing something like that. Running around doing jumping jacks. He's motivating himself because you can't motivate others until you motivate yourself. That's a big part of it. That's something I wanted to get into more as my YouTube channel progresses, is I want to motivate people. Like, I don't know, I feel something good when I'm motivating other people to pursue their passion and to pursue what they want to do. I feel good about that. Like, it's helping me more than it's helping the person that I'm trying to motivate to do it, right? I want them to do good. I want them to succeed. I don't want them to give up. I want them to keep pursuing what they're happy about, they're passionate about. I don't want them to stop or give up or get anxiety with it. Like, oh, this is not working for me. No, I want them to keep going, keep being consistent. And I've always felt that inside of me. It feels, when I see people going and going and going, it makes me feel good, right? Because I know that they're pushing as hard as they can. And if I see that, it makes me happy. So motivation. Motivation is the first part of this, unlocking the potential, creative potential. What's going on up there? Unlock your creative potential. Everybody's stopping for some reason up here. Oh man, traffic. Let's get to the next part now. The next one now I want to talk about is break free from perfectionism. Oh man, perfectionism. This is something my wife has. My wife has this thing. She wants everything perfect. She wants to have everything. It's got to be this perfect way, perfect thing, perfect situation. And sometimes you can't have everything perfect. Sometimes you just got to, just step out there and go with it. Whatever happens, happens. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have your hair perfect or your nails perfect or your clothes are perfect and the house has to be perfect. No, sometimes you just got to go out there and just go with it, right? So don't worry about perfectionism. Like, if you want to do videos and YouTube content and all that stuff, don't worry about being perfect. Like, not every little video feed is going to be perfect. You're going to have flaws. And it doesn't matter if they're flawed, as long as it's worth it, as long as whatever you're putting out there is actually doing something or entertaining somebody or giving something to somebody, right? It doesn't have to be a perfect video or be perfectionist at everything that you do. You don't have to do that. I think the best thing you could do as a YouTuber, if you're coming on here for the first time especially, is just post a video. Don't think about it. Don't worry about my background good. I'm driving in a truck right now, okay? My background's not great either, right? I'm almost very close to being monetized. I'm so excited! Yes! And I tell you, I haven't done anything perfect. There's not one thing in my videos ever that I've done perfect. Not one thing in my videos that you'll ever see that's perfect. It's actually beyond perfect. It's probably what you would consider imperfect. Because it's not perfect at all, right? So it doesn't take to being a perfect person at every little thing. You don't have to have your video perfect, your background, your microphone, your camera, your lighting, all those things that people tell you, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, just upload a video and talk and speak from your heart and be motivating and be passionate about it. And don't worry about perfectionism, because perfectionism can stand in the way of opportunity, right? Because when you're trying to be perfect so hard, you're missing opportunities. I'll wait till next week when this light thing comes in, or you know what? Next month I'm gonna lose 10 pounds, so I'll look so much better on camera. Well, you know what? You're missing opportunity to build right now. Instead of waiting next month or instead of waiting next week for that camera, just start right now, today. There's no reason to wait. Just start right now. Don't worry about being perfect. Nobody's perfect. And actually, people would like to see people that are not perfect all the time. They like to see a little bit of flaws or just a little bit of them in somebody else. Like, okay, this person is just like me. They make a little bit of mistakes. I make mistakes. They make mistakes. This is all right. This is normal. So you want to make sure that's part of it too. Next, you got to figure out what your content is going to be. What do you really want to do? And sometimes you might have an idea like, I want to do challenges, right? And you start doing the videos on challenges and you're like, let me try storytelling. All of a sudden you find that storytelling is more of a fit to you than doing something on challenges or vlogs or something like that, or just showing products or something like that, right? So you got to explore different avenues of content to see what resonates with you and what resonates, more importantly, with the people that are watching you. So you might think that you're on one set of ideas, and all of a sudden by the end of 2 months later you might realize, oh wow, this whole time I was trying to do this when this is actually working better for me. So you might be into something else. Maybe you're into vlogs or challenges or what do you call storytelling or showing products or whatever it is, makeup. It could be a different thing than when you first start YouTube. That's why I say don't worry about being perfect. Like, just start videos, just start creating content and do different kinds of content and see which one you like doing first off and what your audience likes you doing too, right? Because that's all that matters. Is two things that matter is what do you like doing and what do your audience seem to like that you like doing. And most of the time what you like doing is what your audience like doing because you're passionate about it. You're more into it. You might be into like doing storytelling. Or let's say you came onto YouTube and you said, I want to do a makeup channel, right? All I want to do is makeup, right? And you start doing makeup, but that's not really what you want to do, but you just seen the other people doing it and it was working. So you're like, I want to do a makeup channel too. So you start doing makeup channel. And you realize you're not really happy with it. And you're like, oh man, why did I get into makeup? It's not really what I want to do. So I really want to do storytelling. This is what I'm passionate about, storytelling. So you start mixing in some stories on your channel while you're doing this. And then you realize you're having more fun. And guess what? The views on those videos are going better because you're passionate about it. And the audience can see what you're passionate about. They can tell the things that you're passionate about even more so than you. You might think that, I'm doing the same. I'm treating everything the same. No, people can actually see through that. They can see what you're passionate about. Really, really passionate about. And what you're just going through the motions with. So find different things, different ideas, put them into videos, put them out there, and first see which one you're really happy about doing and what you're passionate about doing. And with something that you know you are not going to get burnt out because you're enjoying it, and then go with that idea, as opposed to just pick something and you saw something go viral and you was like, I want to do that too. This girl did makeup, she went viral, I want to do makeup. Or this girl or this guy who's eating at all these different places, I want to go eat all these different places. I definitely don't want to eat all these different places because I'm already big enough. I don't want to get big. So that would definitely not be my passion. Unless it's like eating healthy, maybe, right? I should start do that one. But yeah, so your audience can see what you can see, and whatever you feel passionate about is what your audience is going to be passionate about. That's what you got to get into. Okay, let me see the next one. Next one is you got to discover a routine. You got to figure out a routine for your content creation, right? And I know it's going to be hard. You know, it's not easy to find a routine. Like even me, when I'm juggling working at a job and creating videos, and I got a family and a wife and kids, right? So it's much easier if you're like a single person who's young to have a consistent thing where you could have a schedule planned out. At 9 in the morning, I'm gonna wake up and start thinking of my next video. 10 o'clock, I'll start making my video. 12 o'clock, I'll start editing that video. 2 o'clock, I'll post that video, and then I'll repeat the next thing. At 4 o'clock, I'll repeat the next thing. It's easier when you're single, when you don't have a family. So I'm not going to say it's easy to get a schedule, but maybe find a schedule that's good for you. If you can find a schedule, make it, because it's so much easier when you have a schedule, a routine, and something that you can constantly just base it off of. Like, okay, it's 3 o'clock. I got to get to this now. I got to start doing this, right? But also don't burn yourself out. So if you miss a schedule, if you're like, oh, 3 o'clock, I was supposed to do this. Oh, no, I'm late now. I'm not going to be able to do it. Now it's going to put stress on you, right? Don't get that far into it. But if you can create a routine that works for you, where you've figured out a plan, where you can set times where I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do that, and then you try to base it off that. If it doesn't work, like sometimes, you have family or kids or things going on, sometimes you can't hit all those things, right? And it's okay. Don't think of it as a failure or, oh man, I'm not gonna create a video today. I missed my 3 o'clock video that I was supposed to do. Don't worry about that, But it's good to plan, to try to have a strategy where you can implement this and be more consistent when you do have that. That always helps. Let's get to the next one. Next thing I want to say is find inspiration everywhere for your videos or your ideas or your content. Everywhere you look, there's something that you could talk about, something that you could do a video about. Just think about everyday life situations or things that you go through or that people go through. There's so many things, opportunities out there to talk about something, right? The other day, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday? Well, maybe it was yesterday or the day before. Where I watched the video of Rise to Prosper, right? Rise to Prosper. She did a video about something, right? And that video just attracted me to it. I was like, wow. So I did a video, right? About the same subject. Similar, right? But it's just like, even if you're just on YouTube and you're watching videos on YouTube, you can get an idea for a video that you would like to do, right? So there's always something. It could be something, a daily thing that happened in your life, or something that's going on with your family member, or with this and that. You always have unlimited content to create because you have unlimited things that are happening around you. So don't ever forget that everything around you is content. I'm driving right now, there's content right now. There's content everywhere. You just got to look for it. You got to be open-minded to it. You got to think every time you're looking at something or doing something, just think, how is this idea? Maybe how is this content right here? How can I make this into content? And just go with that, right? Let's get to the next one. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. This is engage with your community. Oh man, you got to engage with your community. You cannot make videos and just put them. I did a video about this, I think yesterday. You can't just make videos and throw it up on YouTube, okay? You can't just do that. Just make a video, throw it up on YouTube, and then go and watch TV. I did my thing. Yes. I'm so good and talented. Ooh. No, you also got to engage with community out there. YouTube is a growing community. It's getting bigger. There's a lot of people out there that actually like to interact with each other. You got to engage that interaction, because the more people that you engage with, the more chances you have of people connecting with you. And YouTube's all about connecting. They want people to connect with each other, right? That's why they're pushing small content creators, because they want us to engage with each other and connect with each other and watch each other's videos, right? That's the whole baseline of ads. How does YouTube get paid? They get paid by ads. How are you going to get ads? Well, more people are engaging with each other and watching each other's videos, the more ads these people are seeing. Everybody's seeing, right? So you got to engage with the other community, other people on YouTube, other YouTubers, and the community itself, right? Even if people are not doing videos, there's still a lot of people on YouTube who like to interact and comment and talk and get inside and see what you're talking about, what you're thinking about in your videos, right? So make sure you always engage with the community. If they comment on your video especially, you have to answer your comments. You can't just sit there and say, I don't really know what to say. That's it. I'll just put thank you. Now, try not to just put thank you to people's comments to you. You know, if they ask you a question or they just said something really nice to you, put a long statement about, you know, what they thought about your video, you just say thank you. You know, it's not really engaging. It's kind of just like going through the motions of, I'm just going to go through the motions and put this out there and that's the end of it. No, you want to engage and interact with the audience. And I'm pulling into the station. Oh, you did a great job driving me to the station. Wow, you are the best driver I ever met. Thank you so much. I'll be right back. Hold on. The main thing about YouTube and this whole experience about creating YouTube channels and creating your YouTube videos, right, is your perspective. See, viewers, they want to know what somebody else's perspective on things are. And you are the one delivering that video to them at that moment. They're watching your video. They're engaged with you. This is the time where they want your perspective. They want your creativity. They want to know what you think about things, right? So engage with your viewers during that video. Let them know this is what you're thinking. This is your perspective. This is your ideas. People want that. They need that. They want to know that somebody out there has maybe the similar kind of ideas or perspective as they do. So after you finished all those things, right, put them all together. Make a YouTube video. Put it out there. And remember that this is your channel. This is your videos. And people are there because they like you, the personality you are. And everybody has a unique personality. And you just got to show them that. And that's how you make a great video. And that's how you're going to unlock your creativity potential out there, is by just being yourself, using all those steps, incorporating them into your videos. And you will find that you will have a successful YouTube channel and you will make it and you will be engaged and your viewers will love it and everybody will be happy on your channel watching your videos. I know they will be because you have the beautiful personality, right? I know you do. Put it out there, engage your viewers, do all the things that I said in this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. I hope you like this video. If you do, subscribe to the channel. I love your peace.